Hello again, everybody. I'm Matt Robinson, and welcome to another edition of Robinson Responds. I'm here to give you my thoughts on the sixth Monday Night Football game of the 2024 NFL regular season. Also, some news involving Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper, and just some of the things that caught my eye during Sunday's action in the NFL. Let's start off with Monday Night Football. It was a wild one in the New Jersey Meadowlands, just in the shadows of New York City, at MetLife Stadium, with the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. The Bills would win 23-20. With over 2 minutes left in the game, Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers had his pass intercepted by Bills defensive back Taron Johnson. Rodgers' pass was intended for wide receiver Mike Williams, but Williams slipped while running his route. So, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, finished the game completing 19 out of 25 passes for 215 yards, and he had 2 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown. On the losing end for the Jets, quarterback Aaron Rodgers completed 23 out of 35 passes for 294 yards, 2 touchdown passes, and an interception. All right, so a lot of takeaways from this Monday night game. Let's start off with Rodgers throwing the interception. The pass was underthrown, but had Williams not slipped on the route, that would have been an easy first down. And remember, that play happened with over 2 minutes left in the game, so this was before the 2-minute warning. So clearly, Rodgers throws the ball, Williams doesn't slip. 9 times out of 10, he makes the catch. This is going to be a first down, and the Jets run down the clock to the 2-minute warning. Also, some other takeaways from this game. Bone-headed penalties. Remember, Javon Kinlaw committed 2 penalties on the Bills' last offensive possession before the Bills got a field goal to make it 23-20. Kinlaw was called for the encroachment penalty, and then after the field goal was made, he was called for an unsportsmanlike conduct when having unnecessary conversation with an official. So not just Kinlaw with the 2 boneheaded penalties in the final quarter, but also 2 unnecessary penalties from the Jets: holding, illegal shift, false starts. It was just ridiculous, undisciplined football, especially within the last 3 to 4 minutes of the game with the New York Jets. Another takeaway from this game: Greg Zuerlein missing 2 field goals in this contest. Had Zuerlein not missed those 2 field goals, I firmly believe the Jets would have more than likely beaten the Buffalo Bills, and the New York Jets would be a 3-3 team instead of a 2-4 team. Takeaway that I like that caught my eye was clearly the Jets' offense. So with all the changes that were made, with head coach Robert Saleh being fired, Nathaniel Hackett, the offensive coordinator, no longer the play caller. Todd Dowling, now the play caller for the Jets. The offense for most of the game, it moved much better. It was fluid. The Jets were running the ball more effectively with the combination of Breece Hall and also Braylon Allen. Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball effectively, going downfield when necessary, including the Hail Mary pass and the touchdown to Allen Lazard just before halftime. So overall, the Jets' offense moved much better. They were fluid. Rodgers, for the most part, was able to make some key plays, and he had his best game statistically so far as a Jet. So Rodgers got going. Garrett Wilson and Allen Lazard led the way in the receiving department. They were running the ball much better with Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. So despite not getting the victory, the Jets' offense was more fluid, and they were able to get down the field, and it did not look vanilla. It was a lot of razzle-dazzle, and it was exciting, and it was great to see that despite the loss. All right, so the Buffalo Bills, for the moment, are first place in the AFC East, beating the New York Jets 23-20. All right, so, you know, the NFL, never a dull moment, always moving and shaking. ESPN's Adam Schefter reports that the Las Vegas Raiders finalized the deal to trade wide receiver Davante Adams to the New York Jets. And in return, the Raiders will receive a conditional third-round pick that can turn into a second-round pick. My thoughts on this is this. I think this is a big win for the New York Jets. This was in the making for a long time, for Aaron and Davante to reunite. There was a good 5-year stretch when Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams were like the best quarterback wide receiver tandem in the National Football League. These two were so dynamic together, it was insane. And I think these two are going to recapture the magic in New York, in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. Adams has to go through his physical and things of that nature, but I really believe that Davante will be playing on Sunday night when the Jets head to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. But this is really nostalgic, but I think this is going to be awesome that we're going to see Aaron and Davante together, and I think it's going to be great, not just for both Aaron and Davante, but I think this is going to be great for Garrett Wilson. Garrett, a young up-and-coming wide receiver on the rise. And another takeaway, too, Garrett Wilson had a chance to score a touchdown in the middle of the third quarter. Taylor Rapp had a big game, laid a hard hit on Garrett, knocking the ball out of his hand. And then also, too, not just with Wilson making that play in the middle of the third quarter, but even in that fourth quarter, I believe it was one of the Jets' tight ends. I don't know if it was Tyler Conklin or not, but Conklin, I believe, had a catch, but Taylor Rapp, again, making a big play for the Buffalo Bills, a clean hit, knocking the ball out of the tight end's hands. But nevertheless, the veteran experience of Davante Adams will be, I believe, a heaven sent for Garrett Wilson. That takes the pressure off of him because now the ball's going to be spread around amongst the receivers, not just with Davante, but also Garrett and also another Green Bay Packer, Allen Lazard. Allen was also teammates with Aaron Davante during their time together in Green Bay. So I think this is going to be really good, and I think this is going to turn the tide in the Jets season, I believe. And the pressure is really going to be on now Aaron Rodgers and the offense. Davante Adams is now in New York, and now it's time to make things happen. So again, the Las Vegas Raiders are trading wide receiver Davante Adams to the New York Jets. And with the Buffalo Bills on the heels of their victory on Monday night, the Cleveland Browns will trade Amari Cooper and a 2025 sixth-round pick to the Buffalo Bills. And in return, the Bills will receive a 2025 third-round pick and a 2026 seventh-round pick. So Buffalo, they need a big play receiver. Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid was big and coming up with some solid catches in the Monday night victory over the Jets. But that was kind of like the missing piece to Buffalo's offense since losing Stephon Diggs, needing a big play receiver, and Amari Cooper is going to give Buffalo some major plays. So again, the Cleveland Browns will trade Amari Cooper and a 2025 sixth-round pick to the Buffalo Bills. And the Bills will receive a 2025 third-round pick and a 2026 seventh-round pick. So that's the latest from Monday Night Football and the aftermath with the whole trades involving not only the New York Jets landing Davante Adams, but the Buffalo Bills landing Amari Cooper. Sunday Night Football, we saw a defensive showdown between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. The Cincinnati Bengals would win 17-7. The only touchdown in the game was quarterback Joe Burrow scoring a rushing touchdown. And the Detroit Lions dismantling the Dallas Cowboys 47-9. Unfortunately, in the third quarter, Lions defensive end Aiden Hutchinson suffered a broken tibia after sacking Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. So Hutchinson's season is over with. And that's tough, man, because you talk about making big plays on the defensive side. I mean, that void needs to be filled quick, fast, in a hurry for Detroit. And we wish Aiden Hutchinson all of the best. Also, some things that caught my eye on Sunday: a thrilling game in the Battle of the Beltway with the Washington Commanders going up against the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore would win 30-23. Lamar Jackson doing what Lamar Jackson does best, right? Not only doing it with his arm, but also with his athletic ability as well. Derrick Henry, you talk about really the steal of the NFL free agency period. He has benefited so well from being a member of the Baltimore Ravens, and they have utilized him in such a tremendous way. The Washington Commanders, they lost a close game, but Jaden Daniels, what can you say about Jaden? Jaden continued to make plays, was very efficient despite the loss, and things are going to continue to look up and bright for the Washington Commanders. Commanders right now have a slight lead in the NFC East. We'll see how it all plays out from here on out, but watch out for the Commanders, man. They're not to be played with going forward. Also, some couple of news to pass along to you. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the New Orleans Saints. Spencer Rattler loses in his first career NFL start. And the Houston Texans beat the New England Patriots. And rookie quarterback Drake May, he also lost in his first career NFL start. But again, in Monday Night Football, the Buffalo Bills beat the New York Jets 23-20. Devontae Adams has been traded to the New York Jets from the Las Vegas Raiders. And Amari Cooper has been traded to the Buffalo Bills and is no longer a member of the Cleveland Browns. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Remember to click like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.